that siren needs to go off when people are feeding you sugar-coated. All right. Hey y'all. So today we're gonna talk about discernment. But before we get into that, and I'll probably do like a little time stamp. Y'all, whatever my hair is doing is doing. Okay, if you've seen my TikTok, then you know that I tried a wig this weekend, and no ma'am. No ma'am. Okay. I might post the video here. It's like a 3-minute video that I kind of put together, but it turned out a hot mess. So this is what ended up being my hair. I had a good week, y'all. I had a good week. I don't know, just feeling good, just chilling out, taking care of my babies. Y'all, I had my husband take me and my mom out. Well, I say had, but like, I planned for us to go out to eat, because I'm thinking yesterday was Mother's Day. And yesterday was, I want to say, the 7th. I don't know. For whatever reason, I thought yesterday, Sunday, was Mother's Day. And I don't know why. Like, done put on clothes and everything. I got my kids dressed so we can go eat. It is what it is. At least we beat the Mother's Day crowd. But y'all tell me how y'all doing in the comments. Like, I genuinely want to know, like, how your week went. What are you working on? How you feeling? Yeah, okay. But let's talk about discernment, okay? What is it? So let me start with the Google definitions. So the ability to perceive, understand, and judge things clearly, especially those that are not obvious or straightforward. Especially those that are not obvious or straightforward, okay? Hone in on that part. Another definition, or simpler definition, that I found on Google was to judge well. To judge well, okay? I like that definition because it, all right? Discernment to me is the ability to read, right? Read the actions, read the patterns, read the mannerisms. It's that inner siren in your head that goes off to let you know something right. Something right. And that is important. That is important. And even when you can't place it, you can feel it. Y'all, I don't want to brag, but I have been proved right so many times about a person just by observing. And so by now, if you've been watching it, you know I'm an introvert. So I've witnessed so many conversations and not said a word. And what happens and what you learn over time is to listen to what people don't say. Listen to their actions. Listen to the way they do their things. And that's going to tell you everything you need to know. That's where the gift lies. Reading what is not on paper. Okay. Okay. That is what discernment is to me. Okay. Why is it important? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. So having and practicing discernment can save you a lot of time. Okay. Save you from avoidable risk with people, and I promise I'm not exaggerating when I say it can save your life, okay? Everyone should learn, practice, and know what discernment is, but especially women, okay? And I'll get to why in a bit. But you need to be judging everybody. Everybody. What's that song? Everybody? Never mind. That's left. Anyway. Judge everybody, and I don't mean in a superficial way, but judge their character. Again, judge their actions, judge their patterns, judge their mannerisms, and not in a, oh, you da 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 da, just so you know how to interact with them, okay? Yeah, just be judging. And I feel like when we're young, we're taught to, oh, don't judge and da 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 da. No, you shouldn't judge in a superficial way. But you need to be looking at the sequences of what makes a person to determine how far to take things with them, what conversations to have with them, what type of relationship to have with them. You need to know that, okay? Judge the way they speak to you, the way they speak to others. If you're going out to a restaurant, are they leaving their place a hot mess because they know somebody's going to come up and clean it behind them? Maybe that's not a great example. Some people just, I guess, wasn't raised to, I don't know. Are they treating people that are, what am I trying to say? Are they treating people that have these lower positions in society like they're in a lower position? You get what I'm saying? How are they interacting with people? How are they treating people? In the church, this is important too. You need to be looking. Some people will be nice and sweet to you as long as you're associated with XYZ. But those other members, no. Pay it dust, honey. You need, just read. Read, judge all the time, everybody, every way. Okay? Practice discernment. And I know that some people do put on a show and that can make it harder. But after you practice discernment, because it's an action to me. After you practice discernment, after a while, you'll be able to pick up on subtle things. Now, back to the importance for women. Okay. A lack of discernment gets us in a lot of sucky situations as women, okay? We tend to lead with our heart and not our minds, and that's not always a good thing, especially in romantic relationships. If that inner siren does not go off, it can prove fatal to women especially, okay? I'm sure you've seen countless of true crime documentaries where a woman dates a bad guy, despite the many warnings from her family, and it proves fatal. You need to be able to see the danger in front of you, okay? Some people cannot. Some people just see the good. Oh, well, he does this, and he's been through this, and he's been through that. Okay, I understand it. I understand you having sympathy in the situation, but you need to know how far to take it with somebody, okay? You need to know and react accordingly, okay? Some people are only able to see the good, and that's not a good thing. That is a positive thing, I guess in a character. It's a character flaw, okay? It's not a bad thing to see good in people. That's not what I'm saying. But you need to also be able to see the bad. All right? That makes sense? Just because I don't know how to kind of phrase this or introduce this concept, let me ask it this way, okay? Do you have sucky taste in men, or do you lack discernment? Like, some things look one way, but it's really just relating back to the lack of the ability to judge both good and bad in someone, okay? For example, what makes you think a man with 3 kids, 3 baby mamas, wasn't going to make you the 4th one? The proof of his patterns is right in front of you. Did you read it? Did you look at it? Did you think about it? You get what I'm saying? Another short question. What made you think dating an addict wouldn't result in your TV being pawned? In the country we say, and I'm sorry, I'm just struggling to like phrase this up for y'all, but I do want to make sure I hone in on the point, okay? In the country we say, you don't believe fat meat greasy. You don't believe fat meat greasy, okay? That's what we say here. And you know a better example that I have for this, and I'll have to kind of go in detail a little bit. Okay, so for example, women who get with a man that swears up and down his baby mama won't allow him to see his kids, right? And she's, I don't know, something about these women is usually really, really bold, okay? Like, they really believe the lie to the point where they will bash the baby mama on Facebook and make sneak this, and I don't understand. I don't understand. You didn't have that baby with him, so you really don't know, okay? But anyway, if you're with that man 24/7 and he has 3, 4 kids or however many kids, that don't raise any red flags. Like, his life does not center around having children. he spends time with you all the time, and you think that he wants to watch his kids and he just can't. And like you nothing about that is a red flag. Nothing about that makes you question that. You need to be able to see the bad. You need to be able to see these negative patterns, okay? Power of discernment. Have you physically seen him try to go get his kids? Like, I don't understand to a degree. Like, matter of fact, when is the court date? If she's not letting you see your kids, all three of them are not letting him see his kids, when is the court date? Because as a parent, there's nothing. There's nothing that is going to keep me from my children, okay? So that just blows me a little bit. But let me tell you what happens. She gets pregnant. He spends less and less time with her because now they have brought responsibility into it. Okay? Now he's brought responsibility into it. So he's seeing you less and less, spending less and less time with you, and y'all break up. Let me tell you what happens. You have that baby now. 4th baby mama, 5th baby mama, whatever. The number doesn't matter. And he gets with a girlfriend. He tells her the same thing. Oh, they won't let me see my kids and da-da-da-da. And she believes it, and the cycle continues. Okay? The pattern was, this man does not enjoy responsibility. Okay? He's running from the kids. He's running from the responsibility. Okay? So what made you think going and getting pregnant by the same man who has proven that he does not like responsibility would do right by you? Why are you shooting yourself in the foot? Okay? I don't understand it. But I don't get it. Like, it's not an issue. And that's a conversation for another day. Things not affecting you. Things not being a problem until they personally affect you. But anyway, let me pivot because it applies more. Discernment applies to more than just relationships, okay? A lack of discernment can lead to you self-sabotaging. Just like a lack of discernment can lead you to ignore danger in front of you, it can also lead you to ignore the good in front of you. Sometimes when you're so used to things being bad, good feels foreign, and you turn it down because it's uncomfortable and you're not used to that feeling. You can do that in relationships. You can do that in life with new positions or something. You need to be able to look at the good and look at the bad, okay? You get what I'm saying? And let me tell y'all something else. Okay. And hear me out, because some of y'all may want to fight me on this. And that's okay as long as it's respectful. Okay. I'm a teachable person. But anyway, often when I'm on Christian, y'all stay on TikTok. Okay. Often when I'm on Christian TikTok, there are so many videos where after about maybe a couple seconds, maybe 30 seconds or so, I just scroll. Bloop. And it got so bad that I had to sit back and ask myself, what's the problem? You don't want to talk about God. You don't want to hear about God. And I had to sit with it. Okay, what's going on? That's not what it is. Okay, that's not what it is. It's not that I don't want to hear about God. It's that, unfortunately, people have realized that if you talk about God did or God said, and you can package these things and make them sound so nicely, people are going to eat it up, okay? I mean, just eat it up. And what's the problem behind here? It's the intent, and that's where discernment comes from. It's the intent that is the problem. When you see somebody just all of a sudden pivot to scriptures and phrasing things so nicely, is it really because you are spreading the love of God, or is it because you know it's going to get likes and shares? You get what I'm saying? But discernment, my point is, discernment it relates more it relates to more than relationships. Discernment is super important in the spiritual realm, okay? watch who you're listening to, especially when someone is packaging something and makes it sound so nice. Make sure that this person is being genuine, okay? That's what I'm saying. God is still good, okay? But that siren needs to go off when people are feeding you sugar-coated. All right? So, in conclusion, because I didn't want this video to be super long, in conclusion, there's power in discernment, okay? Both in life and in the spiritual realm, okay? You need to have that inner siren that says, something right. This person is not good for me. This person is great for me. You got, like, you need to have that, okay? And I saw the other day where somebody said that they have a code word that they use spiritually. And I don't really like going into spiritual stuff because everybody has their own way of acknowledging a higher being, okay? But some people have a code word that they use. And like if that word is used, so let's say, I'm not gonna give y'all my code word. Let's say you want to know, or you want something to point out when someone is not good for you, and you'll associate a bad person with the word pancake. Like if they say pancake is maybe not the best word, but if they say pancake, it kind of sends off that siren for you. Like if you, I don't know, if you need that help, like ask for it, and you'll be surprised. But anyway, discernment is important because you need to know the difference between, you need to see the good and the bad, because it can impact you in small ways, but it can also impact you greatly, okay? And I want you guys to be safe, not only physically, but also in the mind, okay? This can save you having discernment, being able to identify the good and bad, and the in-between, okay? It can save you a lot of time. It can save you a lot of heartache. How many times has somebody looked at old relationships and been like, why did I go through all that? Just be careful. Just be careful. And with that, like, I don't want this to be so long, but with that, I love y'all, and I just want y'all to know that you got this thing called life. You can do it. You got it. Just be positive, and know that there are pros and cons to everything and everyone, and be more observant if you're not already, because it can really help you, okay? But I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a great week. I had a decent week, and see you in the next one, okay? Doing 2 videos today. I'm gonna review Love is Blind also. I don't know if y'all have watched that. I just started watching it, honestly. I don't know if y'all watched that, but I'm gonna review it and give my thoughts on it, and y'all let me know what you think, okay? So head over there, like, why not? And y'all have a good day. Love you. Bye.